Good morning from the Bullitt County Historical Society and from me and Bill at the Hideway on Savannah Avenue. Today's tidbit is brought to you by corporate sponsors, Edenfield Trial Lawyers, Renaissance Bank, and Dr. Aaron Rollins. All three of these are fine businesses, and they are just simply top-notch in every way. Please tell these friends how much you appreciate their support of your historical society. If you are from Statesboro and born before 1980, you have memories of the Webb's Nic Nac Grill. My mind and heart are simply flooded with them. I can see Mr. R.C. right now with his hat on and Miss Webb with her apron. Fine citizens that we received from Soperton, Georgia in 1946. When they purchased this restaurant on East Main Street, its capacity was 23 patrons. When they closed in 1992, the restaurant could hold over 500. It was the largest restaurant in town. The Webbs were newlyweds when they moved to Statesboro and opened their restaurant on August 17, 1946. I was around the same age as the Webb children, some a little older and some a little younger, but they were my friends. All 6 of their children worked at the restaurant throughout the years, and it was a must for them on Sunday lunch. Charles said in brigadier fashion, "It was all hands on deck," as over 500 people were served each and every Sunday. I was lucky when I could be counted in that 500. Mother's Day was the biggest day of the year for the Nic Nac. The Webb children are still citizens of Bullitt County, thank heavens. They have all done extremely well. Hard work certainly molded them into first-class human beings. They are Charles Webb, Stacy Webb, Gwen Gerald, Jack Webb, Paul Webb, and Sherry Cripps. Not only did all of the Webb children learn good business and work skills at the Nic Nac, but also 8 grandchildren and many nieces and nephews worked there. During the 1940s and 50s, all of Mr. R.C.'s siblings worked at the restaurant, and you may remember them. 3 are deceased: Ann Griffith, Betty Michael, and John Webb. Still living are Faye McClure and my neighbor, Carolyn Durden. Mr. Webb also provided many high school and college students with jobs, and not only provided them with much needed financial help, but also lots of good guidance, which is needed during these formative years in all our lives. Lonnie Taylor and Eunice Holloway were 2 of the outstanding cooks. Linabelle Hutto, Marie Marsh, and Alberta Deal were some of the waitresses. My favorite was Helen Hood. She also worked for my daddy at Franklin Rexall Soda Fountain and lunch counter for many, many years. In the 1940s and early 50s, students from Georgia Southern heard about the Nic Nac and couldn't wait to get home-cooked meal. Dorms were on Sweetheart Circle. They walked along a dirt road which crossed Highway 67 and followed the railroad tracks close to where the Greenway is now. This was way before my time, so I'm relying on others for this information. Mr. R.C. had arrangements with several of the students' parents so that their children would sign their ticket and then they'd pay up when they could or when they came back to town. Oh, for the days of when the truth mattered and a man's word was the gospel that the parent actually knew and they practiced it. The Webb family were huge supporters of athletics, but always put academics first with their children. All of their children are college educated, and most have advanced degrees. In fact, most of them have several advanced degrees. They were big supporters of the town's recreation department. Sidebar, BCHS is working on a historical marker for this. Don't you think we need one for the old Statesboro Rec Department? The Webb supported both high school and Georgia's teachers' college financially. And the Nic Nac is where teams had pregame meals, they had meetings, and of course the awards banquets. For years, they sponsored the Player of the Week for both high school sports and for the rec department teams. As a young girl, I remember Friday afternoons in Statesboro when the Blue Devils football team had a home game. Mama and I watched the weekly parade on North Main in front of Daddy's drugstore. Many players would meet at the Nic Nac for the pregame meal and then step outside on East Main Street to see the parade. The high school marching band performing and cheerleaders cheering and team captains riding in new automobiles provided by hometown dealerships. Oh, those were the days. The Webbs worked from sun up till way past sundown. Their hours were 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., 7 days a week. They closed only on Easter, 4th of July, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day. They were truly fine people. We were blessed to enjoy their hospitality and also their contributions to our town for years and years. I close with thinking about, smelling, and tasting in my mind the following: fried chicken, coconut meringue pie, oh, the candied yams and turkey and dressing, oyster stew, and hamburger steak with onion and gravy. Oof. Coffee was made in an old urn, and the sweet tea, it was just divine. Thanks for being a part of my life. And thank you, Charles Webb, for working with me on this wonderful tidbit and for your lifelong friendship. Until later, bye.